Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. From Standard 7 English Medium, chapter number 5, a new chapter. Chapter number 5. What is the chapter name? The chapter name is verbs. Okay? So, first see what is verb and where we use the verbs and what type of verbs. Okay? We will discuss. Okay. Now, what verbs? As you know, verbs are words indicating what? Indicating action or state of being. What? Indicating action or state of being in a sentence. The role of the verb. The role of the verb. Indicating action or state of being in a sentence. Okay. A sentence remains incomplete without the presence of a finite verb. Which verb? Finite verb in it. Okay, now see the remember part. Finite verb. What is finite verb? And discuss about it. Okay, let's see. Verbs that have a definite tense are called finite verb. Definite tense. Okay, that is finite verb. They have to agree with their subject in person and number. They have what? To agree with who? Their subject in person and number. Okay, what? See the example. She walks, they walk, she walked. Simple present form, simple present and simple past. Okay, so this is the form. Finite verb, subject and verb. I run, he runs, she ran, past form. Okay, this is the finite verb. Okay, now comes to the direct object and indirect object in finite verb. A direct object is a noun or pronoun that directly receive the action of the verb in a sentence. Okay, what is the direct object? Direct object is a noun or pronoun that directly receives the action of the verb in a sentence. Okay, what is the indirect object? Indirect objects precedes the direct objects. It tells us who the verb indirectly affects and who is receiving the direct objects. Okay, now talk about the complement. A complement is a word or words that complete the meaning of the sentence with a be type or become type verb. Okay, after the subject, that is the predicate. Okay, verb, then the other words. Now see the subject and predicate. What is the subject? The name of the person. Okay, nouns. Here given Shravani. Here Disha, the phone, the tiger is the subject. Names. Okay, common names, proper name, that's the name given, that is the subject. After the subject comes what? Verb. Here gave verb, loves, is, to be formed, means the verb, helping verb is. Okay, but here use verb. So these are the verbs. And after that use, see, me, a bag, flowers, rang, the phone rang, verb, the national animal of India, a complement. Okay, this is the complement. After the verb, that is the complement. In the first sentence here given me and a bag, both are what? Both are indirect object and direct object. That is the sentence. If I write, give the one example here. The example is, I gave you a pen. I gave you a pen. Now see, I is what? I is subject. Give is what? Give is verb. You and a pen, both are object. Okay, what is this? Is the direct object. What? Direct object. And this one is indirect object. Okay, direct object is thing. Okay, thing. An indirect object who receives the thing. I give you pen. To whom? To you. So indirect object a receiver, indirect object a receiver, a thing. That is indirect object who? You. Okay, and a direct object a pen. So this is the example of a direct and indirect object. Okay, now comes to here, see, Disha loves flowers. So flower is direct object, no indirect object is given. If here given the sentence Disha loves flowers, okay, or Disha gives flowers to you, gives flowers to you, so that is the you is indirect object. If now the phone rang, the phone rang, subject and rang is verb. The tiger is the national animal of India. So is the national animal, here complement was the national animal of India is the complement of a sentence. Now comes to here, see, the sentence is what verb gave, love, rang, is given the national animal. Okay, direct object and indirect object I told you. What is direct and indirect object, how we find it. Okay, in indirect object always a receivers. Okay, always a receivers, noun and pronoun, always receivers, and a thing is direct object. Keep in your mind if given two objects. Okay, now see, all the here given gave, rang, loves and is. Gave two objects, rang no object, loves one object, and is no object but a complement in the sentences here. Okay, so all the four verbs above belong to different types. All the four types are different. The different types of verbs are transitive and intransitive, transitive and intransitive, and B type become type. Okay, you can see the different types of verbs below. Here given the verbs. Okay, what type of verb? There are two types of verb. Verbs means transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. How many types of verbs? There are two types of verb, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. In transitive verb there are two more subtypes. What? Direct and indirect object, direct object and indirect object, direct object and indirect object. If given this subject, verb and object, subject, verb and object, so the sentence is transitive verb. Okay, what? Subject, verb, object, so the sentence is transitive verbs. If given subject and verb, okay, now subject and verb. Now comes to here intransitive verb. What is intransitive verb? In intransitive verb given the verb of action and verb of being, verb of action and verb of being. Now given the here I give you the example of the transitive verb. He tells a story. He tells a story to me. Okay, full stop. He tells a story to me. So here he is what? He is subject. Tells what? Verb. A preposition. Story object and me object. Object what? A story what? Object means direct object and me is indirect object. Indirect object. So here intransitive verb there is subject, verb and object we needed. Okay, and in indirect object, in indirect object means indirect object who receives this one. Okay, now comes to the intransitive verb, verb of action and verb of being. Verb of being means, verb of action means only this action. Which action? Told, receives, only. He told, he receives. This is the action, doing action. That is the action. And being what? Is, become. That is the verb of being. Okay, is, am, are. That is the verb of being. So I told you about the transitive verb, intransitive verb in a sentence. I hope you understand it very well. In the next class, I more given the explanation of transitive and intransitive verb and exercises. Okay. Thank you for listening me.